But as you said at the beginning, like there's a line where it's, you don't go over that line. And to me, I think it's always been an idea, especially in the leadership context. I've always seen it as kind of the defense against the inauthentic, if that makes sense, because there are so many leaders out there who are like, perhaps not cynically, but they play to the wrong things, even though that's nothing like what they believe or how they are out of the workplace. And I think that can be quite damaging too, not least for like trust and respect in the workplace.
Yeah. So two things on that. One is that, again, everything tends to be problematic when taken too far. In the book, of course, I highlight the downside of being excessively authentic or raw authenticity or extreme authenticity, which becomes narcissistic, entitled authenticity or antisocial authenticity. There are benefits in adjusting your behavior to others and paying attention to how people perceive you. But if you are a blatant, artificial, if you're a chameleon and you tell, even in your average workplace, to use your expression, you tell somebody one thing and then another something, you just tell people what they want to hear, and you're blatantly deceiving others and faking it all the time, you will be punished for it. You will be found out, But again, going back to the other extreme, there's a really interesting line of research now called the a-hole factor in authenticity and even authentic leaders. Like sometimes people engage in such blatant, rude and obnoxious behavior to be seen as authentic. And actually, it might work. Politics, we have a lot of examples, right? It might work because people are so suspicious now and so distrusting of the political class, let's say. There's a reason why at some point, an excess of political skills make you a politician, and politician has a bad connotation, right? In an organization, if they say, what's David like? Yeah, he's successful and he's good, but he's a politician, meaning he's a bullshitter. I don't know what he stands for, right? So you will pay a price for that, and rightly so. And at the same time, that doesn't mean that people are truly interested in what you think or how you feel deep down. Trust, which is the most important currency in society and collaboration and leadership, is gained not by being your true self or telling people what you truly mean, but by being a safe partner and somebody that basically is valuable to others. Let me give you a simple example. If I'm your colleague, not even your boss, but I'm your colleague and we work very closely, and you've just given a sales presentation and you screwed up, and you come to me and you say, Tomas, how did I do? You're not wanting me to tell you the truth. What you want from me is to tell you, oh, David, it was good, don't worry, because that's what makes our partnership safe and better, and that's what will make you trust me. Of course, you screwed up, so I don't have to tell you. And then at some point, you also maybe want me to find a soft and kind way to help you be better next time. If that is an invitation for radical candor, and what I will say is like, yeah, you were awful, you're not going to trust me anymore, And same with friends, by the way. Even if you go to a true friend for advice, they will first evaluate what you want and then get to what you need, because that is a true friend, right? So again, if you broke up with your partner and you come to me and say, oh, what do you think? I'm not going to say, well, you're an idiot. Everything you've been doing for the last 10, 15 years led to this and it's your fault. No. I'm going to tell you it's your partner's fault. And then, after we go for a drink and, we can laugh about it and I can help you do better, right? So, trust is gained and trust is an attribution. It's not gained by being kind of unfiltered, unedited, and authentic in the kind of a blunt or transparent or kind of a conservative sense of the word, is gained by being somebody that has your best interests at heart.
I think that word unfiltered, I think, is the key for me to getting authenticity right. Yeah. Because it's not about like share everything of yourself all the time. It's not about like every time you see someone, you tell them everything you've done and everything's happened in your life since the last time you saw them. Unless it's a friend outside of work and you've got that sort of relationship, in which case fine. But in the workplace, yeah.
Welcome to the Leading with Integrity podcast. Leadership talk for the modern manager. With your host, David Hatch.